It's actually a really interesting little irony of history that Marilyn Monroe and Doris Day would end up playing the same role. For much of the 50s, they really played in the American public as kind of two sides of the same coin. They were both America's sweethearts. They were both blonde, bubbly, girl next door. But Doris Day was famously the professional virgin, and Marilyn was famously regarded as the first woman who made sex fun.
There is a major difference between Marilyn Monroe and Doris Day. Marilyn Monroe basically appealed to 90% men. When you went to see a Doris Day movie, you would go with your wife or your girlfriend, and she would appeal to both.
There is an interesting comparison in looking at the scene in which Ellen Arden comes back and watches her children playing in the pool.
When you watch the footage of Something Gotta Give, you would certainly see a very beautiful, seductive woman.
Marilyn plays Ellen Arden as somebody whose emotions are very close to the surface, who is very affected by the situation that she's gone through. In this scene, she is a woman coming back to children who she essentially doesn't know, who, from their point of view, she's abandoned, and she has to come back and try to recreate some kind of relationship with them. And this would have resonated with Marilyn on all kinds of levels. First of all, Marilyn herself was famously abandoned as a child, and if that weren't enough, Marilyn had very much wanted to have children and was not able to do so, and had miscarried several times during her marriage to Arthur Miller.
Hello. Tippy! My heavens, what have they been feeding you? How fat. Silly old thing.
How does he know you?
I used to come here a long time ago. He remembers me. Silly old Tippy.
Tip tries to bite everybody else.
Oh, Tippy wouldn't try to bite me, would you, Tippy? Tippy's my friend.
Did you come to see Mrs. Duncan?
Yes. I'm an old friend of hers. You don't remember me, do you?
No. I do. Don't pay any attention to her. She's crazy. Are you going to stay long?
I don't know yet. Would you like me to?
I don't know where you would sleep.
I don't know either. If we could work that out, would you like me to stay?
I would. I wouldn't mind.
When you watch the performance of Doris Day in Move Over Darling, after Doris has been away for 5 years, she sees her daughters. There's a really nice moving moment there, and you can see that she can't really tell him right away, and it probably relates a little bit to the time when Doris and her son actually became close again. They had literally spent quite a few years apart. Terry had to really reacquaint himself with his mom. And for Doris also, it was a difficult thing to become more of a mom to him.
Hi.
Shh. I'm walking a tightrope.
Oh, I see you are, and you're doing very nicely.
Who are you?
I don't think you remember me, but I remember you.
Are you a lady or a man?
I used to be a lady.
Are you a sailor?
Not really, no.
Some sailors helped Daddy look for her mother once. She drowned in the ocean.
Did she?
Long time ago. We're the only one in our whole school who has a drowned mother.
Would you like to have her back?
Can't have her back. She's drowned. Like this. Glug, glug, glug.
Although the 50s is famously a repressive and puritanical time in America, it's also a time when America really has sex on the brain. And Marilyn made it okay. Marilyn made it funny, she made it sweet, she made it available, she made it natural. Doris Day had a very different kind of girl next door quality. She was considerably less sexual, most importantly. in some sense, was the opposite of Marilyn's persona. Although they're both blonde, they're both innocent, they do these kinds of diametrically opposed takes on what an innocent but attractive ingenue might play like. One could safely say that one of the major differences between the persona of Marilyn Monroe and that of Doris Day is about consciousness of your own sexuality. Now, what Marilyn does that is so complicated and so unreproducible is that she manages to seem aware of her sexuality and yet unconscious of its effects on other people, so that she doesn't seem manipulative. The idea is always with Marilyn that she's enjoying her own sexuality for herself, and that everybody else is invited to watch it.
Excuse me, are you being waited on?
Not yet.
I could wait on you.
Thank you. Do you have this shoe in a 6.5 AAA?
We have that in all sizes. If you sit over here, I'll get it for you.
Thank you.
We carry that model exclusively in the genuine Bengal crocodile. That's the true or saltwater crocodile. Found also in South China, Northern Australia, the Fiji Islands. Of course, there is the freshwater crocodile found in Rhodesia and parts of North America. But they make inferior footwear.
Are you free for lunch?
That is, inferior footwear is made from them. The crocodiles themselves don't actually make...
Will you have lunch with me?
I bring my lunch to the store.
I'd be so grateful if you'd take it out.
Doris Day is a very asexual ingenue. She's somebody who is constantly pushing sexuality away. That's her persona, is that she's cute, the men want her, but at the same time, she's very, very safe.
Are you free for lunch?
That is, inferior footwear is made from them. The crocodiles themselves have no talent for making footwear.
I said, would you have lunch with me?
I bring my lunch.
I'd be very grateful.
Braunschweiger sandwiches.
You could be my guest.
I'm married.
So am I. Well, I don't think you understand.
I understand, baby. You want the shoes, too?
Oh, no, just lunch.
Sure.
I'll explain everything then.
There is a sense that they wanted the Marilyn persona in that film, that the Marilyn persona suited that character. This was, in some sense, always a Marilyn film. And I don't want to be melodramatic and say that she haunts it, but visually she does.
I sent a blanket of carnations that covered the whole altar.
Oh, Nicky. What color?
Your color, pink.
It was a great decision that Doris Day came over and took over that film and that script and made a movie that's a lot of fun to watch.